The Blue Jays fall in Game 2 of the series against the Tampa Bay Rays. Obviously, the rain out happened yesterday. They concluded the game today. The finale of the series actually goes in about half an hour's time. So I'm going to get this one out to you guys. Talking about this game before we watch the finale of the series. Blue Jays, like I said, lose it 3-2 to the Tampa Bay Rays. And before we even came into today, we knew the Jays were down 1-0 in the bottom of the fourth inning. But what we did not know is that Bo Bichette was hurt. He is undergoing an MRI on his knee, and that's really all we know. So, going into the game today, and obviously lineups can't change, you got to keep everything the same. So what that means, Jays fans, was coming into this ball game, you saw Kevin Biggio at the top, and then you had to slide Joe Panik in the number 2 hole. And look, Joe Panik's not a bad guy. He's an all right player and whatnot, but I'm sorry, he ain't no 2-hole. But you had to put him there. You didn't have any choice, really. And you lose that spot, and that was going to be a really tough thing for the Blue Jays to overcome today. And they didn't do bad. Look, Austin Meadows hit the home run at the top of the third inning yesterday off of Chase Anderson, who ended up going 3 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 3 strikeouts, didn't walk a batter, and his ERA doesn't change at all. It was a 3 ERA. He's gone 3 innings of 1-run ball in each of his first 2 starts as a Blue Jay. And then we go into today, so the second half of the game, and Randall Grichuk doubles. We're thinking this is great stuff. You got a double in the first half inning. This is beautiful to watch. Then a pass ball, Grichuk moves up. We're like, all right, this is great things. Then Rowdy Tellez singles to center field, and we're tied at 1. This is exactly what you want to see if you're the Blue Jays. Get on the board. Yeah, you don't have Bo Bichette in the lineup, but that is going to happen. That now means that all these other players, Grichuk, Tellez, Danny Jansen, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Lourdes Gurriel Jr., they have to take that step now. You don't have Bo Bichette. We don't know for how long. He could be back in the next series. I don't know. But what we do know is that obviously the second half of the game earlier, and for the game tonight, or I guess in about 30 minutes time, you don't have Bo Bichette. So you got to find a way to win without him. You need everybody to contribute. Now you're facing obviously a very good pitching staff in the Tampa Bay Rays, but you have to find a way. And you go to the top of the 5th inning, and Diaz scores on an error by Kevin Biggio as a cutoff man. Again, as a second baseman myself, being a cutoff guy is intense, but you got to be able to make the plays. You have to. And obviously Diaz scores on the play? Yeah, Diaz scored on the play, giving the Rays the 2-1 lead. And those hurt. 11 unforced, runs. I think it was, unearned runs. I'm thinking unforced turnovers for basketball. Unearned runs this year for the Toronto. That is way too many. Way too many. And when you're giving the Rays a very good pitching staff, when you're giving them extra runs, you just can't do that. You have to be able to play solid defense, and you have to pitch up to their standards. If you don't, they're going to beat you. That's why they won 6 games in a row. That's why they are as good as they are. And that's a costly error. And then the next half inning with Joe Panik on, Teoscar Hernandez doubles to left field. His 5th double of the year. Another RBI for Teoscar, and we're tied. And everyone's thinking, okay, that error's washed. It isn't, because we go to the top of the 9th inning, and Brandon Lowe hits a solo shot off of Jordan Romano. His first run given up of the year. And look, he's going to give up runs, people. And I understand, the timing of that run's tough. Every run that Jordan Romano is going to give up this year is going to be a tough run, because he pitches in tough situations and high leverage situations. When he gives up a run, it's usually going to hurt your team. So we gave up the home run today, making it a 3-2 game, and the Jays offense couldn't do anything. Look, I give credit to the bullpen for getting out of that bases loaded, 1-out situation, having Dolis come out and do a job, and get those 2 guys out to end the inning and go a full inning. I think it was the full inning, or did he go 2? He might have gone 2/3 of an inning in the next one, but he did a job today, and that was great. He looked awful in that extra inning affair, but he looked really good there today. And the offense, look, they had guys at second and third with 1 out. and they couldn't get it done. You know, like I always say, you get that one opportunity fairly late in a ball game. If you don't capitalize, especially against a team like the Tampa Bay Rays, you will not win. Now, they got the ninth inning home run. They had their opportunity, obviously, but they're a very good pitching staff. When you have them on the ropes, you have to make them pay. And if you don't, they'll make you pay for it. And that's exactly what happened today. As Brendan hit the home run to make it 3-2, and that was the ball game. Like I said, Jays lose at 3-2. Let's go quickly through the numbers here. Kevin Biggio won. This is why your top of the lineup has to be big. Biggio went 1 for 5 with a couple strikeouts. It says Bo Bichette 1 for 2, but obviously we know that didn't happen. Joe Panik went 1 for 3, scored a run on the RBI double from Teoscar Hernandez. And Lourdes Gurriel Jr., look, I'm sorry, if this guy is sitting in the 3-hole in this second half of this second game this afternoon, there's something wrong with Charlie's brain. Because clearly this guy's struggling, and you can't keep plopping this guy in the 3-hole because it is going to hurt your team. He was 0 for 4 again today. His average number up to 226 on the year. As he has not got a hit in 3 straight ball games. He was 0 for 4, 0 for 2, and 0 for 5. And even that, before then, he was 1 for 6 and 0 for 3. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. has mightily struggled lately, so you have to give him some time to work it out or put him in a better situation. Teoscar Hernandez went 2 for 4 with the RBI. Like I said, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 4 with a strikeout. I think he didn't even walk yesterday, so it was a really tough night for him. Randall Grichuk has done a very good job this year. I mean, yeah, he got injured a little bit, but he's been great. 2 for 3, had a run scored in the ball game, had a walk in the game. He's hitting .304 with a .385 on base percentage. Look, guys, I'm telling you, that's pretty good numbers for Randall Grichuk. Now, we all expect to come back down to earth at some point, but to see him, what he's doing right now, especially that last that bat in the 8th inning, it was only the walk. I'm not talking about the 2 first that he had. Or no, maybe it was the single. No, I think it was the walk that he had against Diego Castillo. A very good pitcher. A fantastic reliever, and he grinds a walk out of it. Randall Grichuk, a guy who doesn't really walk too much. Great at bat, and that's why his on base is .385. Great job by him. Rowdy Tellez go 2 for 4 in the ballgame with an RBI in this game. He's now hitting .250 with a .315 on base. He's having a much better year than we all started, the way he started this year. And he was really mad at himself after that Grichuk walk, and he came up and struck out to Aaron Lope. And that hurt him because you could hear it. If you were, because I was listening to the radio at the time, and you could hear him. He yelled some F-bomb, and he was not pleased. You know, and then Reese McGuire went 0 for 2. His offense has been nowhere to be found. Brandon Drury 1 for 3 in the ball game, and then Travis Shaw came in to pinch hit in the 9th inning and struck out. And that was it for the offense. He had 10 hits in the ball game, but again, it was scattered, and he didn't really get anything strung together. And when you did, you didn't get a run across. All right, so we talked about Chase Anderson's great job. Wilmer Font actually pitched yesterday as well in the 4th inning. Gave up a hit, but that was it. Had a couple strikeouts. Wilmer Font slowly starting to find his form as the season is going along. Good job for him. Thomas Hatch came out there. 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. It was the unearned run on the Biggio error, even though, you know, in my opinion, it should have been an earned run just for the fact. I don't know. You guys can look at it for the way it is, but it was an unearned run technically for him. He had 4 strikeouts in those 2 innings, walked 1 batter, and that was it for him. Ryan Brucky went out there for an inning a third of an inning. He really struggled with command. Gave up a hit, walked 2 guys. He basically was the only reason the bases got loaded in that inning. Had a strikeout, but that was it. And then Dolis came out there, like I said, did a great job. Inning and a third, no hits, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. He was awesome in his time today. And Jordan Romano, like I said, 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 run. It was an earned run, and walked a guy as well. So a tough time for Romano, but he's going to bounce back. And then Shun Yamaguchi comes out, gets 1 guy to end the top of the 9th inning. So his ERA is dropped below 10. It's now 8.31. He's getting better. He's getting a little bit better. We'll see how he plays out, though. Now, before I go, we're going to talk about quickly Game 2 is 4:07 first pitch. So, obviously, in about half an hour's time. Yanni Chirinos on the mound for the Rays, and Matt Shoemaker on the mound for the Blue Jays. Shoemaker in his last 2 outings have gone 6 innings. This is only a 7-inning game. Could he go a complete game? Depending how he pitches, we're going to have to wait and see, all right? So, guys, thank you guys so much for listening. I really do appreciate it, guys. I really do. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this one. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the game, your thoughts on the video. Let me know, guys, what your thoughts are in the comments below. Please go crazy with it, all right? What are your thoughts on this game, the positive, the negative, and what are your takes on this upcoming game here in half an hour? And for most of you guys, you'll be watching this one after before you even watch the second video because the games will be done. But I'm just going to let you guys know now, hopefully, the Blue Jays, if they win this last game, if they win this game at 4 o'clock, they win the series. So it really doesn't matter if you lose the one. You win the series against Tampa, it's a win. Period. All right? So, guys, like I said, let me know what you guys think. Comment down below, craziness, all that great stuff. I'll talk to you guys Raptors edition very shortly. I'll be doing the Raptors round 1 preview against the Brooklyn Nets. We'll talk about that very, very shortly. And as for the Toronto Blue Jays, like we talked about, their contest is at 4:07 in about half an hour's time against the Rays in the finale of the series. Yonny Chirinos, Matt Shoemaker, the pitching matchup. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Talk to you guys then.